If you filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you've probably assumed homeownership is off the table for years, maybe a decade. For a lot of people, it's a lot sooner than that, sometimes as little as 2 years. Let me show you how it actually works. I'm Brad Haines, a Washington mortgage loan originator. I work with first-time buyers and credit-challenged files, the buyers other lenders turn away. Bankruptcy is one of the biggest reasons people count themselves out of ever buying. And the timeline they're carrying around in their head is almost always longer than the real one. Here's what I hear. Someone went through a Chapter 7, medical debt, a business that failed, a divorce, a rough stretch they've since climbed out of. And they've decided bankruptcy is a scarlet letter. Nobody's giving me a mortgage for 7, 10 years. So they don't even look. They assume the door is bolted shut for the better part of a decade. It isn't. There are real waiting periods. This isn't a by the day after your discharge video. But the actual numbers are a lot shorter than the fear, and most people are stunned when they hear them. Let me give you the real timelines. On the channel I work through, and remember, every lender can layer its own rules on top, so this isn't universal. The waiting period depends on the loan type, and the range is big. On an FHA loan, the most common path for first-time and credit rebuilding buyers, the Chapter 7 waiting period is 2 years. 2. On a VA loan, for veterans and service members, also 2 years. On a conventional loan, Fannie or Freddie, it's longer, 4 years. So if someone told you 10 years, they were wrong. For the loans most of my buyers use, you're looking at 2. And here's the part almost everyone gets backwards. That clock does not start when you filed. It starts when your bankruptcy was discharged, the day the court actually closed it out. Those can be months apart. So if you filed a while ago, your 2-year clock may have already started, or may already be done, and you don't even know it. Now here's something most people have never heard of. On some loans, there's a path for what's called extenuating circumstances. And this matters, so stay with me. If your bankruptcy was caused by something outside your control, a serious illness, a death in the family, a job loss you didn't see coming, and you can document it, and you've reestablished your credit responsibly since, there can be a shorter path. It's not automatic, and it's not a form you just fill out. It's a case you build. A written explanation of what happened, backed by documentation, showing the events that led to the bankruptcy aren't likely to happen again, but it exists. And a lot of people who'd qualify for it never find out because nobody ever told them it was there. The straight talk. Time alone isn't enough. Waiting out the 2 years is necessary, but you also have to show reestablished credit, that you've rebuilt responsibly since. That's the part you can be working on right now, during the waiting period, so you walk in strong the day you're eligible. And every lender is different. 2 lenders can look at the same bankruptcy and give different answers because they each add their own overlays. So one no isn't the answer. It's one answer from one lender. The worst thing you can do is sit on the sidelines guessing, because the guess is almost always more pessimistic than the truth. So if a Chapter 7 has been the reason you've told yourself someday, not now, find out where your clock actually stands. It's a free 10-minute conversation. We'll figure out your real discharge date, which loan fits, and exactly what to work on between now and then. You might be closer than you think. A lot of people are already eligible and don't know it. And if you're a real estate agent with a buyer who wrote themselves off over a bankruptcy, send them my way. That's exactly the file I work. Half the time, the timeline they're afraid of has already passed.